Big new commitment for Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman in the 2025 recruiting class. Jadon Blair, safety from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Mount Tabor High School, 6'5", 195 pounds, four-star prospect, big-time player committing to the Fighting Irish. We're going to talk all about this news in this video with Tim Hyde. Folks, before we dive into it, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Go to blueandgold.com. We have much more on this news that you can find on the website. So, yeah, Tim, he ranks as the nation's number 157 overall player, number 15 safety, according to the On3 industry ranking. On3's own rankings view him as a top 100 prospect. We're going to pop on his tape, Tim. Jadon Blair, we're looking at alley play, outside run support to start the film. But, I mean, he can do a lot. He's a little of that Kyle Hamilton type role, is that rangy deep safety, but who can come up and make some tackles as well. So what do you think about Blair?
Yeah, that's always going to be the comp. You know, when you see a tall, lean, athletic, nationally ranked safety, you're going to go right to Kyle Hamilton. And is it fair or not? Welcome to Notre Dame football. That's the way it is. We're always going to compare you to the great ones when it comes to recruiting. And Blair is it's I mean, you watch all these things, and it's literally Kyle Hamilton playing at Notre Dame. Everyone thinks Kyle Hamilton is deep safety, but he was a dominant dime nickel in the box, like Condor with that wingspan and the way he just sucked up space. He's a space eater. Whether you're a big 350-pound nose guard or the 6'4" long arm safety down in the box. Always go to the great Kyle Hamilton play against Purdue, the TFL. On the reverse that he ate up. You could see Blair doing that type of stuff. This is a huge win. Notre Dame hasn't, they haven't had a safety signed since Hamilton that looks like Blair. You know what I mean? When you look at the body types and what he brings. So can he play over the top like, once again, Kyle Hamilton did against Michael Pittman, the first round pick for the Colts at SC, stayed over the top all game long. Everyone else did their jobs. He can do those types of things as he gets into the system and learns, but huge pickup. This is one we've been talking about, I feel like, for a year. So for Notre Dame to wrap this up and you'll dive into, wasn't easy. This was a legitimate recruiting battle, and a big win for Coach Freeman, Chad Bowden, all those guys in the recruiting offices. Is a hell of a football player, great athletic instincts as well. So very excited to see this kid come into South Bend.
Yeah. Kyle Hamilton's such like a unicorn because you can do those, play the cover 2 deep half, play the cover 3 deep middle, but also to be able to come up and cover like a nickel and come up and stuff the run like a linebacker. Blair does those things. It's to a different level at high school, but he really can do a lot. And I love that we're starting this junior film with, all this run support. We're not even going to get to, his coverage ability until later. In terms of the recruiting win, Tim, he officially visited 7 schools, which this is the first time we've never really covered a kid who took more than 5 official visits, because that's that new rule. And it really came down to 3 with Notre Dame, Penn State, and Michigan. And it really finished with Michigan at the 2 spot. I think Penn State was an early leader with Blair. He visited there a lot. Michigan did a good job in this recruitment, but Notre Dame comes out on top. Blair, academics, big for him and the family, and life after football. Like when I remember sitting down with Blair and his father, Jay Blair, at the On3 Elite Series in Nashville in late May, and life after football was a big deal to them. And when you hear that, you're typically thinking Notre Dame's got a good shot here. Like if you're serious about academics and life after football, it sounds like Notre Dame is a good spot for you. So yeah, kudos to the Fighting Irish staff getting this one done. They did not get the last visit, Tim. He took an official visit to Notre Dame and then took 2 more trips. I think it was Penn State and Florida State and Michigan. He went from South Bend to Ann Arbor, but Notre Dame getting this one done, even though Chris O'Leary left, and Blair had a really strong relationship with Chris O'Leary. O'Leary goes to the Chargers, and then Mike Mickens and Al Golden filled in and did a really good job. So really nice recruiting win. It's him. Notre Dame's got 2 safeties with Ivan Taylor. We'll see if he ends up sticking. My personal gut says he will with the Fighting Irish, and Ethan Long, another impressive rangy safety. They didn't necessarily need a third, but you need players like Jadon Blair, so you go out and take him. So all around, really nice pickup for Notre Dame.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, sitting here as you're, breaking down the recruitment, just watching his film again, I mean, he will hit you, he will cover a lot of ground. He has great change of direction, the way he could plant his foot and just strike you. He brings a lot of great qualities. Notre Dame has recruited good football players, no doubt about it. We've talked about Long, obviously Taylor, fantastic athlete. You bring in Golden as well out of Florida. Mark Zachary's a top 100-ish type player, the other corner. It's a heck of a class. Thomas out of Brophy Prep in Arizona, great class all around. But Blair, man, he just looks different.
Yeah.
He just looks different. He just does. He looks like a giant linebacker that could run around and play deep half, deep thirds, all those things. So this is one of the most exciting, I think, recruiting victories when you look at the body type, that what he's going to bring into Notre Dame. And that's just, the more you watch him, the more you hear about his recruitment and all that. It's a great win for Notre Dame. Went into a great area as well there in the Carolina and went and got him. So it's nice, man. I'm excited. This whole DB class is outstanding. Notre Dame's going to be losing some guys and just keep replenishing them with this. I mean, it's one of the best classes in the history of Notre Dame. They all come, sign, and do what we expect them to do in South Bend. So pretty exciting.
Just lastly on Blair, when you watch the tape and from what you know about Notre Dame's safety room, do you feel like there's an opportunity for him to get on the field pretty early? Like, do you think that this could be someone who plays as a freshman?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to think so. Whether it's even in a dime, as Kyle Hamilton played so much in their passing packages right away as a freshman, because he didn't come in and start right away. They got him on the field through other, some of their packages and whatnot. Yeah, definitely with Blair, just the athleticism he brings. You're going to have obviously Clark's a 6-year guy. Hurd's going to be gone. Watts is going to be gone. The corner room's fine, but the safeties are still some of the guys they've recruited the last couple of years. Or is Urlacher going to be better than him? Is Ben Minnick going to be better? Those types of things. Luke Talich is tall, lean, lengthy guy. Does he beat out a Blair? I think Blair is going to be given every opportunity to get on that field because of his length, his athleticism, and he's a playmaker. You watch his film, he's a playmaker on both sides of the ball, but definitely safety. Yeah, Notre Dame's got to find a way to get him on the field. I think that goes for a lot of these freshman DBs coming there next year to get them on in certain packages. I think what they're comfortable with, play them in certain spots as they mature and grow into this scheme. But Blair's one who's got to be top upper echelon, probably that top half dozen of that's a true freshman we expect to play.
Folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. If you're new, Blue and Gold, we have a lot more news or things to cover with this news. So please head to the website and check it out. That's the update though. Jadon Blair, safety from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, picking Notre Dame over Michigan, Penn State, and several others. Appreciate you guys for watching. And as always, we will catch you next time.